What is going on, everybody? 2Bob29 back in the lounge yet again. Make sure to kick back, relax, and grab some snacks. It's time for some more Titan gameplay, and today we got arguably the hardest Titan in the game, at least from what I am seeing around these parts. It's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns Technician, and it's difficult because you gotta use tricksters. Roman turns half the board into botch gems, and then on the third turn, he destroys the entire board full of gems, so there's really no good way in terms of setting up your tag partner. So for this one, I'm breaking out Mr. Zombie, LA Knight, Mr. Nah. Unfortunately, even though we have both of these moments, LA isn't going to be using power gems, botch gems, X break, silence, reds, and armor doesn't really help. And then, again, armor doesn't help. He's not using silence, X breaks, traps, or leech gems, so the moments don't really help. Now, this gear would have been fantastic for him if we got it. The extra 150% for yellow gems would have been absolutely astronomical here, but I do not have it. Something that I have learned not to forego those gears moving forward. The moveset we got over here, it's essentially going to be these two moves, the Infected Face Basher and the Reanimated Superplex. The Face Basher is the Pyro Gems, turning everything above it into yellow gems, and then the 7x1 area into red to recycle itself, and the Reanimated Superplex, the huge yellow gem damage bonus. The entourage that we got for this one is all yellow gem everything, so 45%, 100%, 40%, 40%, lots of yellow gem damage going around. And we got a 150 strap. Of course, our tier 6 medals, Fury 3s are out here, and the original Piper's Power skill plate. Whenever you make 4 or more pyro gems, increase your gem damage by 100% and yellow gem by 500%, and that's all that we're going to be focusing on. However, we also have the return of New Day's World, Xavier Woods. If you didn't realize in the previous videos, Xavier Woods is good at tanking a hit, and if you can take a hit, you can deal a whole lot more of them. So Woods, we're running essentially the same way that we ran him before, the 2 blues and the purple to recycle them, the same entourage set that we ran him with last time, the same strap, the same medals, the same skill plates, the same everything. So without further ado, let's hop in here and see what we can do against Roman Reigns with these two guys. So to start, I'm going to go ahead and use that gem damage boost. No point in wasting any time on that one. Beautiful hit there for the 300%. You'll notice that we're already at 1.4 mil. And then we're going to turn that bottom row into pyros and then that 7x1. And you're going to notice that we're hitting for just around that 1.4 mil on those gems. But now we're going up to 2.6 mil, and we're going to keep on looping that move. So there was 1 hit. Here's going to be 2 hits as well. It's also kind of wild watching them kind of throwing Roman around here. This will be our 3rd hit for the Pyro Gems and the 7x1. So pretty solid stuff. Good stuff that he has cascaded each time. There's 205 mil. And we're going to go ahead and hit that one more time. All right, boom, boom. Wonderful. Good stuff. And there's 266. So, strong start from Zombie LA Knight. Nothing too crazy, but it's not too bad either. Now, Roman unfortunately left a lot of botch gems on the board, and I don't really think my Xavier Woods is ready to get tagged in. So I'm not going to bother with the yellow gem damage boost just yet, but I am going to go ahead and try to see if I can wipe out some of these botch gems, and maybe we get lucky on a blue swipe, which we did there. Now I'm debating if I want to tag in Woods now, or if I want to get one more move off for LA Knight, because Woods isn't really going to be able to use the blue moves twice. He's going to use the blue moves, then we're going to only have 2 actions left. We'll use the purple move to recycle. It's going to be kind of a wasted move. So I'm going to go ahead and use one more move with LA Knight. We're going to get rid of these botch gems over here, which is a nice removal for Woods. Unfortunately, not a lot of damage, but now we can tag in Woods. The hot tag will trigger. We get that 50% purple gem boost. We're going to hit that top row into snowfalls. We're going to hit that finisher and break those snowfalls and then generate a bunch of purple gems as well here. Thinking that that's going to be our best bet. Yeah, let's go with that. Looking good. Nice little cascade. And we actually did get our moves back loaded, so kind of an unfortunate situation there that we could have worked around, but we didn't. Roman is not going to be doing anything to the board here, so we could set up, but then we're going to lose out on the snowfall side of things. We could also use the finisher, but again, I would rather try to save for the 2 blues, the purple to recycle, and the 2 blues again on the next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and use the purple here. Not a lot of damage, unfortunately, but, you know, still something better than nothing. Roman's going to hit us in the face with that Superman punch, but we are not bothered. We're going to go ahead and hit him with the 2 blue moves. We're going to use the purple to recycle, and we're going to hit him with those 2 blue moves a second time. So it's going to be pretty solid damage output here is what I'm hoping for. So there is our first setup. Boom, boom. We did get our blues. That was 540 million damage. I'm starting to think that it might not be worth having that generate more purple skill plate on the front end, just because it's getting rid of the blues, and the chance of cascading into a blue match for recycling these blue moves is actually not too horrible. If we do this, we latch onto 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purples. I think that's going to be hard to beat. 1, 2, 3, none. Yeah, so this is going to be the go-to for 5 additional purple multis there. Nice little cascade into the black gems there. That's 810 million, which is solid. And now Roman's going to break the entire board. We're not worried about that type of damage, and this is why we brought Woods to the party, because he can tank that 300 million damage hit, and he still lives. So Woods is in it to win it. Unfortunately, we need to find a way to recycle our blue moves here if we can get lucky. I don't think that we will, unfortunately, get very lucky. So let's see, this is +2, this is +2, this is +1. I'm going to go with this +2 just because it leaves behind a couple of blue gems that are multis. So who knows, maybe we get lucky with a 4 break. We don't. It's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and use our generate move. Not a problem. And now the real question comes in. What do we do? Do we just use our finisher and then recycle the purple? And then we're going to tag in LA Knight next turn anyway. Yeah, let's get as much damage as we can get in, because we're having some struggles with the faction here, getting some solid damage in today. So any little bit helps, and that is what Woods is here to do. So another 184, not too shabby. There's going to be Roman's hit there, and we actually steal because he made, I think it's pyro gems? Yeah, so we steal a lot of the health back, which is good, but it's not enough to live through the 300 million hit on the following turn again. So not really concerned with that there. We're going to tag LA back in. We got the gem damage boost here, which I think is definitely worth it. We're going to go ahead and make these pyros, and I wanted to test out if it's worth using that gem damage boost a second time with LA. I've noticed that with most, it's typically not worth it, but maybe it is worth it with LA because of triggering the pyro plate a couple of times. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. We'll find out right now to see if it was worth it or not, because our max out damage was about 260 on the last one. That one hit 441, so it definitely was worth it to use that move more than once. And this will be drastically higher than that because we got the pyro to trigger again. There was 533, 534, somewhere in that range as well. So not too shabby from Mr. Zombie LA Knight. Let's go ahead and hit that boost move again. Let's turn the bottom row into pyros, and let's turn everything above it into yellows. As good as LA is, unfortunately, I don't think that he's going to be our main damage dealer on this one. I'm pretty sure it's going to kind of remain in Woods' court. So let's go ahead and hit that face basher one more time. Boom, boom. Solid damage output there. How much do we get? Only 232 there. So yeah, not as strong as I was hoping it would be. Otherwise, I would tag Woods in here. I would have him take the fall. LA would hold on to his 2 bonuses, his 2 boosts from this move. But LA's just not doing enough for me here. So good fight, good showing by him. Pretty damn solid, a lot better than what I had anticipated. But just not enough. So LA is going to take the fall here. Obviously, you can tell he's doing next to no damage, which is actually kind of funny. But then the 100 million comes in, as we expect it to, and LA is gone. But never fear, Woods is back in here. So we get 3 more turns with Woods, and that is why we brought out our heavy hype hitter for this one, so that we could tank that other hit and keep on hitting back. Yeah, I need to get rid of that blue to purple. We do 592 million damage there, which is nice. And we will definitely do more than that here with the springboard into the finisher again, because we're triggering the Rainbow Flurry plate second time. So not too shabby. Actually, very, very good that we broke all of those. I wanted to go up here, but I'm going to miss out on 4 just to pick up 3. Makes no sense. Missing out on 2 just to pick up 2, again, makes no sense. So I might as well just go ahead and overlap all of these down here. Not too shabby. 767 mil that time. So Woods is hitting pretty darn good on this one. Very, very happy with that. The health steal, unfortunately, useless for us here. There's our little blue gem generate. That's fine. Nice cascade. Unfortunately, doesn't help anything. Top row into snowfalls, and you know the drill at this point. I'm hopeful we have a way to recycle our blues here, but I don't think we will. That's what, 1, 2 purples. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 purples. Yeah, let's go with the middle. Maybe we get lucky on the blue recycling. We got 1 match, but we didn't get 2 matches. That stinks. Alright, so there we have that, and we'll hit our finisher. Do I actually want to hit the finisher? If I hit the finisher now, I only pick up this, but I have to use the purple move to reload it on the next turn. But what I'm going to do is save it this time, because then I'll be able to start next turn out with these 2 blues, recycle with the purple and these 2 blues twice. So yeah, I'm going to save the finisher here. We're going to take a times 16 match there with a wild card. The more wild cards we can get rid of, the better, because those will not turn into times 16s. So just kind of working through it as we play along here. This one is worth it because we are picking up 2 purples here. So even though we overwrite a wild card gem, we still get a +1. So not bad. Hopefully we can get rid of this wild card. We can. Nice. I was going to say we cannot, but we can. We hit our snowfalls 1 more time. And for the finale, we hit our finisher. And then Roman is going to come through with that devastating spear that should be 900 million damage. But it will not be that much because we have all the hype in the world. So very good showing by Woods. Solid showing by Zombie LA Knight. I think we did about 10 billion damage on that run, somewhere in that range. So not too shabby for a single run. I'm happy with that performance. I was not expecting as much out of Zombie LA Knight. So yeah, there you go. 9 billion damage. Not bad. Could definitely be better. I definitely need to get back out there and see how much damage I can do with some of the other characters out there. Probably going to be using all 5 of my energy on tier 4 today. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one. So if you like the video, make sure to like the video. And all that good stuff. Subscribe, comments, share with your friends, all the good stuff. But until next time, y'all, have a good one. Bye.